I'm in prison, and I'm using the phone. The other guy on other line says I cannot hang up. The other prisoners are getting impatient. r/scary stories. I've been in prison for a year now, and my experience in prison has been boring up until now. I got put in prison for attempted burglary, and I have been using the prison phone to keep in contact with my family. There are lots of prisoners who need the prison phone to talk to their loved ones. Most fights in here happen over one prisoner, taking too long on the phone. I am usually very good, and I try not to take up much time. My wife is disappointed in me, and my children are still too young to understand. As I called my family from the prison phone, the line was very long that day. Lots of prisoners wanted to use the phone. As soon as I called my wife, a stranger answered the phone. He was laughing, and he told me that he had my wife and children all tied up. He told me that if I alerted anyone, then he killed them. And also, I wasn't allowed to put the prison phone down. I looked behind to see that queue had gotten longer, and the other prisoners were losing patience. One guy shouted, "How long you gonna be, man?" I quietly begged the man not to hurt my family, and all he told me was not to put the prison phone down, or else my family will die. Then more gruntled prisoners were becoming annoyed, and they were all shouting at me to hurry up with the phone. Then the guy who had my family all tied up demanded me that I tell those prisoners to shut the hell up. I demanded evidence that he had my family all tied up. Then my wife was put on the phone, and she confirmed that it was all true. Then when a couple of prisoners told to hang up the phone, I told them to shut the hell up, as the guy I had told me to do. Then I started getting punched, kicked and kneed in the back from the other angry prisoners demanding me to cut the phone line. The guy who I was talking to told me to shout at the other prisoners and to call them hoes. I did exactly that, and for my family, I will do anything. Then I had gang of prisoners all ganging up on me and wanting to kill me now. One guy stabbed me multiple times, and instead of falling or collapsing, the guy on the other end of the phone said, "As long as you are on the phone, you will not die or collapse. Keep verbally abusing them." And I did just that. And for 2 hours I was still standing with heavy bleeding. I got stabbed even more due to my verbal abuse, and then when the guy cut the phone line, I instantly collapsed. I woke up in hospital, and my family are fine.